Welcome to round 2 of Mac Madness. As a reminder, these were all completely randomly seeded. A bunch of people voted on round 1. We are now looking at the winners of round 2 moving into the quarterfinals. Below this video, either on my blog or on YouTube, there'll be a link to vote in the quarterfinals. The voting will be up for several days, and we'll move into the semifinals towards the end of the week. But let's get to the winners of round 2. There's some really interesting things in here. So up first, we had the Mac Pro 2019 and the Power Mac G3 blue and white. There's a real tendency in this bracket so far towards towers, and we'll see if that holds up today. So slot number 1, we have the 2019 Mac Pro. The score here was 59.5% to 40.5%. So the Mac Pro won this pretty easily. Moving on from here, we have the 2012 to 2015 MacBook Pro with the Retina display against the iMac G3, a machine that is near and dear to my heart. And this is one that honestly, I figured it would go this way, but I was still a little sad to see that the iMac G3 is now out of the running. The Retina MacBook Pro from 2012 has moved on. So in these quarterfinals, this is our first matchup: the 2012 Retina MacBook Pro and the new 2019 Mac Pro. So the Marco Arment laptop is moving forward. Up next, we had the original Mac Mini versus the Power Mac G5. This one, I think, went the way that I expected it to, 59% to about 41% in favor of the Power Mac G5. You see, we already have 2 aluminum towers here, and we will see if that continues. Up next, we had the iMac Pro from 2017 and the clamshell iBook G3, which, if you're not familiar with it, had a handle, came in a bunch of colors. Kind of a wacky machine, and it won 53.2% to 46.8% on the iMac Pro. So far, this is the oldest machine in the bracket here on the left-hand side. So slot number 2 for the quarterfinals, Power Mac G5 and the clamshell iBook G3. So that's the left side of the bracket. We move on to the right side of the bracket, where we had the kind of the good MacBook Air. Everyone considers this the good MacBook Air from 2010 to 2017 versus the G4 Cube. And I got to be honest with y'all, to me, this is the upset on the entire thing so far. The G4 Cube won 51.4% to 48.6%. So very, very close. But the G4 Cube inched out the 13-inch MacBook Air that basically everybody loves. That is supremely surprising to me. Coming up next, we have the Mac 2FX, which was sort of the Mac Pro of its day, a very powerful, very expensive computer, versus an actual Mac Pro, the 26 to 2012 cheese grater design, that we saw for so many years. This continuing the trend of towers doing really well, the Mac Pro smoked this 72.3% to 27.7%. This actually is the biggest difference between the two machines so far today at 72%. So up first, we have the G4 Cube and the cheese grater Mac Pro from 2006. This brings us to the final corner. For this round, we had the black MacBook and the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Probably not a big surprise here that the black MacBook takes it 56 to 44%. I think the 16-inch MacBook Pro is really good, but the black MacBook, everybody loved it, and if you didn't have one, you wanted one. I wanted one, and I had a MacBook Pro at the time. Finally, we have the iMac G4 and the original Macintosh. And this one also surprised me a little bit, but the original Macintosh takes it 60.3% to 39.7%. So if we look at this, we have a bunch of desktop computers, the 2019 Mac Pro, the Power Mac G5, the G4 Cube, the 2006 MacBook Pro, or Mac Pro, excuse me, and the original Macintosh. The laptops that are left are the clamshell iBook, the black MacBook, and the MacBook Pro 2012 to 2015. Really, really surprising. This is out of about 3,000 votes. This is a lot of people, and it is just really surprising. So this is the bracket moving forward into the quarterfinals. So be sure to go vote for these, and I will be back at the end of the week with more results. Adios.